What if I told you that just 5 minutes a day, no equipment, no gym, and no complicated movements could completely change how your body feels, moves, and ages? It sounds almost too good to be true. But after the age of 50, your body does not need harder workouts. It needs smarter ones. And very few exercises work smarter than the plank. This one simple move has quietly become one of the most recommended exercises for people over 50 who want to reduce back pain, tighten their midsection, improve posture, and build better balance, all without putting unnecessary stress on the joints. In fact, many doctors and physical therapists now recommend planks over traditional sit-ups and crunches, particularly for older adults. Today, we're going to walk through exactly what happens to your body when you commit to just 5 minutes of planking every single day. And spoiler alert, it goes far beyond six-pack abs. The benefits run much deeper, touching everything from hernia prevention to metabolism to your ability to stay on your feet as you get older. So let's get into it. The first thing most people do not realize is how important the core becomes after 50. Most of us grew up thinking the core was just about looking good at the beach. But as we age, the core becomes something far more critical. It is your body's natural armor. It supports your spine, protects your internal organs, and keeps everything in its proper place. That includes preventing hernias, those uncomfortable bulges that can appear in the lower abdomen when you lift something heavy or even cough too hard. Hernias are surprisingly common, especially among men over 50 and women after menopause, and they are often directly connected to weak core muscles that can no longer hold the abdominal wall firmly in place. Here is where planking stands apart from other exercises. Unlike crunches, which mostly target the surface-level abdominal muscles, planks go deeper. They engage the transverse abdominis and internal obliques, the muscles that wrap around your waist like a natural belt, holding everything together from the inside out. When these deep stabilizing muscles get stronger, you are not just reducing your risk of hernias, you're also improving your posture, reducing pressure on your lower back, and even supporting better digestion by keeping the intestines properly supported. And because planking is low impact and spine friendly, it can be done anywhere, even in your living room with no shoes on. Now let us talk about something that millions of people deal with every single day: lower back pain. Studies suggest that over 80% of adults over 50 experience regular back discomfort. That dull ache after sitting for too long, the tightness when you stand up from a chair, the soreness after doing yard work. Most people assume this is just part of getting older, but in many cases, back pain is not about injury at all. It is about muscle weakness and imbalance. When the deep back muscles are weak and the core is soft, your spine ends up absorbing far more stress than it was designed to handle, leading to chronic discomfort, stiffness, and sometimes even nerve-related issues. Planks directly address this. When done correctly, a plank activates not just the abdominals, but also the erector spinae, the long muscles that run along either side of your spine. These muscles act like guide wires, stabilizing your back during all kinds of everyday movements like walking, reaching, bending, and lifting. And unlike exercises that compress the spine, such as sit-ups or heavy squats, a properly aligned plank trains your back in a neutral, safe position. It is essentially a daily tune-up for your spine, quietly correcting imbalances and releasing pressure from overloaded joints. Most people who commit to planking consistently begin noticing real relief within the first 1 to 2 weeks. Beyond the back, planks have a remarkable effect on posture. As we age, posture tends to break down gradually. Hours of sitting, combined with muscle imbalances and the constant pull of gravity, slowly pull the shoulders forward, round the upper back, and tilt the head downward. The consequences of this go beyond appearances. Poor posture contributes to tight shoulders, persistent neck pain, reduced lung capacity, and even digestive issues. The good news is that posture is not fixed. It can change, and planking is one of the most effective tools for changing it. Good posture is not just about reminding yourself to stand straight. It requires strong postural muscles, the deep core, the mid-back, the shoulders, and the neck, all working in harmony to hold your frame tall and open. When you hold a proper plank, your entire body learns what genuine alignment feels like. The head stays in line with the spine, the shoulder blades draw back slightly, the hips stay neutral. Over time, as these muscles grow stronger, your body begins to carry this alignment into everyday life automatically. You stand taller without thinking about it. You move with more ease and energy. People around you notice a change, and they often cannot quite put their finger on what it is. That transformation is simply posture doing its quiet, powerful work. Let us also talk about metabolism, because this is where many people over 50 feel most frustrated. Despite eating reasonably well and staying moderately active, belly fat seems to hold on stubbornly. This happens because metabolism naturally slows with age. Muscle mass decreases, hormones shift, and the body becomes more efficient at storing energy rather than burning it. Cutting calories alone tends to backfire, leaving people feeling exhausted and deprived without meaningful results. What actually moves the needle is building metabolically active muscle, and that is exactly what planking helps accomplish. Planks are what exercise scientists call a compound isometric exercise. They activate multiple large muscle groups simultaneously, the core, shoulders, glutes, and legs, all while the body remains still. This full body engagement creates what is known as the afterburn effect, where your metabolism remains elevated for a period after the exercise ends, continuing to burn calories even at rest. Over time, the stronger your core muscles become, the better your body handles blood sugar and insulin. This improved insulin sensitivity makes your body less likely to store excess fat, particularly visceral fat, the stubborn kind that accumulates around the midsection and raises the risk of serious health conditions. Perhaps the most important benefit of all is balance. According to public health data, 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65 falls each year. These falls frequently result in broken bones, hospitalizations, and in many cases, a permanent loss of independence. But falls are not simply a consequence of aging. They happen because of muscle loss, poor coordination, and weak stabilizer muscles. And those stabilizer muscles are precisely what planks train. When you hold a plank, your body recruits not just the large visible muscles, but also dozens of small stabilizing muscles around your hips, ankles, spine, and shoulders, all working together to keep you balanced and steady. These are the muscles that catch you when you stumble, help you balance stepping off a curb, or keep you steady when reaching for something overhead. They are almost never trained in conventional workouts, which is why so many people lose their balance as they get older. Planking quietly rebuilds that neuromuscular connection between brain and body, training your system to respond faster and more reliably to the unexpected shifts that lead to falls. Getting started does not require holding a 5-minute plank from day one. Instead, break it into 5 one-minute sets with 30 to 60 seconds of rest between each. If you are just beginning, start with 3 sets of 30 seconds. You can also modify by planking on your knees or leaning against a countertop. The form matters more than the duration. Keep your body in a straight line, shoulders directly over your elbows, core engaged, and breathe slowly and steadily throughout. A few precautions are worth noting. If you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, recent injuries to your back or shoulders, wrist pain, or existing hernias, check with your doctor before starting. Stop immediately if you feel sharp pain, dizziness, or numbness. Always prioritize technique over time. 5 minutes. That is all it takes. No equipment, no gym, no complicated routine. Just 5 focused minutes a day that protect your back, improve your posture, fire up your metabolism, and keep you steady on your feet for years to come. Consistency is everything. Show up for those 5 minutes, and your body will absolutely show up for you.